Hi everyone, this is Denise Levy. I am an artist and designer, and today I'm going to show you how to put together this really cute turkey give thanks card. Okay, let's get this card put together. I am going to, a lot of times I take the card base and I get everything on there and I work from there. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to work on this first and then get it to the card base as a little experiment. I had a card that I just did that for some reason did not line up, and when I know all my shapes are the same size, they're just big rectangles, and I don't know if, sometimes the card base might not be completely square, something doesn't cut square, so I don't know what happened, but I might be having the same issue right with this. It just must be a day for me. All right, we're going to get more glue up here and then get this lined up. Usually don't have these kind of issues. Huh. Yeah, something is not quite right. But you can see, I think my machine just cut that wrong. Once I get this layer on, or maybe it's the cream layer. Is that the problem? Might actually be the cream layer. Oh my goodness. All right. Do these line up? These line up beautifully. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to get these two glued down together first. There must be... This has happened to me before where stuff just doesn't cut quite square. And if you have been following my videos, you know I always say doesn't have to be perfect. This is crafting, but boy, kind of want things to line up. All right, so we're going to do that, and then if I have to stop and now that looks a little better. All right. I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to just glue this because it seems like I have it now. Don't mind me. I'm just, can't seem to get pieces of cardstock lined up. Oh my goodness. And I'm not doing a voiceover for this card, so you get to see what really happens. There's no editing this out. All right, that looks pretty good. I don't know what I was doing. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's going to be our excuse me. We're going to get this done first and kind of set that aside. And now I have all of my little pieces cut out here. And what I want to do first is just get all these parts assembled. And I did just switch gears for 2 seconds. I cut the sentiment out of both vinyl and cardstock because of the kind of delicate nature of this font, which you can see it cut beautifully out of the cardstock, but gluing all these little letters down might be a little bit of a pain. So I would highly suggest the vinyl. I like to do both because I don't want to assume that everybody has vinyl or uses vinyl or whatnot. And if you don't have this chocolate brown vinyl, black will be just perfect. Or you could pull out this more maroon color out of the card. I do think a darker color would be best, but okay. So now I'm just gonna get those out of my way. And I used to have a trick when I was as a scrapbooker and a card maker where you take a piece of painter's tape and you would line up, and I think you'd use like a ruler or a straight edge, and you'd line up the letters. I'm just doing this like that, and then you could get the glue, and then you could get them down. I think that's how we did it. But just use vinyl. Okay. Or fiddle with gluing each one down using your tweezers. All right, so I'm going to get this turkey glued down to its background layer, which makes all these little cutout pieces. Oops, I didn't get his little eyeball popped out of there. I'll do that real quick. Okay. I might have to pull this back up. Shoot. I'm having a day. All right, let's do this again. More glue. I'm just going to get this down and then I'll get more glue. That is looking pretty good. I like that. And since I already kind of had glue, I think this guy's going to stay together. As always, I'm using this Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. My other glue that I really like is this Ranger Multi-Matte Medium. I do not have a precision tip on it right now, so I haven't been using it. Back in the day, you could there was a certain brand that fit these bottles, so I don't really want to put that the glue in another bottle and waste a lot, so I'm little bit of a conundrum there, and I just bought a brand new bottle of it, and I threw away my old precision tip because I'd had it a long time, and quite honestly, I couldn't get it off the bottle. So yeah, you know, there are bigger troubles that you could have for sure. Okay, now I used a kind of a textured cardstock for this because it was the color that I really liked, and I think it's just a little thicker. Cardstock that I mainly use is from Michaels. They're 65 pound. It cuts beautifully. It comes in so many colors. It's reasonably priced. You often get it on sale. In fact, I was in there today, and I think it was buy one, get one 50% off. But this I think is Old Basil cardstock from back in the day, but I sure do like this color, but the texture and the weight I think makes it a little bit harder to cut. All right, done with that. So let's get everything dry fit here. So we make sure we have it. Now wait a minute. So we want to dry fit it to this and then dry fit it to this. Yes, like that. And then the brighter red is going to go this way, like that. And then the acorns, just make sure, go like this. And you have this piece, and then this little piece is going to fit behind, and just like that. Okay, that looks good. And then you have the little caps. All right, let's start gluing these down. Looks like I still didn't get this little piece. Okay, that might be the last time I cut with this cardstock. All right, Just going to get little dabs of glue since I've got all these cutouts. I really don't want glue coming through. This glue does not dry matte. You will see it. That's the beauty of this. It dries matte. So for a crafter like me who can be a little bit messy, it's a good thing. All right. There's another little area. Okay. And just double check. Yes. This card is kind of similar to another card I did with just fall leaves. So if you wanted something without the turkey, you didn't want to like Thanksgiving specific, you can check that out in my shop, and I will try to remember to put a little picture of it here so you can see what that looks like. And there should also be a video here on YouTube. All right, I'm going to get this little leaf, whoops, to the right on here first. And then we'll get this one down. Okay. If you purchase this card from me, thank you so much for supporting my art. I truly appreciate it. If you are interested in purchasing it, it is available on my website and the Silhouette Design store. And as always, links in my profile and links in the notes of this video. All right, where are my tweezers? Get these little acorn caps. I love acorns. I'm kind of a weirdo this time of year when I try to walk or go for a run every day. And if I see a little acorn perfect with its cap, I kind of collect them. I don't know. And I kind of have them on my windowsill of my kitchen. I just love bringing in a little bit of nature. I painted a lot of acorns. If you love acorns and oak leaves, I have some of my watercolor illustrations that are available as print and cuts. They are also, those are only in the Silhouette Design store. I haven't started adding those to my Etsy shop yet. Okay, so you could do either or, but I'm going to get these glued down and in place here. And just as best you can. And then this one. Like so. That looks pretty good. And I am going to, I'm going to pop this turkey. I'm going to glue on the sides that are overlapping, and then the center of his body, I'm going to use some foam adhesive just to make him level. I like to do that. And I think his foot will be okay without any foam adhesive. I'll take off that release paper. And then I'm going to get a little bit of glue here. Just trying to, a little bit here. And get him down. Oh, I like that. It gives it a little bit of dimension. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the sentiment. I've got my transfer tape. I'm going to burnish this on the front and on the back, and just try to get that to release onto the transfer tape. And once I'm doing a little bit more than I normally do because these letters are so fine, but they come off really easily. Now I'm going to get these down on the card, and the bump out there that I'm pointing out shows you exactly where this goes. I lost audio for the second half of this card, so hopefully I haven't already said this, but if you purchase this from me, thank you so much for supporting my art. And if you're interested, as always, links are in my profile and in the video notes for this video. And I sure do appreciate you watching this on YouTube, and any likes or follows are also appreciated. So now the card front is complete, and I'm just going to get this glued down to the card base, just getting glue on that one side so I can get it all lined up. And I don't know what happened in the beginning, but all the shapes, all the background and frame layers ended up being square and lining up perfectly. So it all worked out in the end. So I apologize for that confusion at the beginning, but I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes when we are crafting. So this card is now done. I think this would just be a really lovely card to send this autumn season, or for all of your Thanksgiving greetings. So thanks again so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.